this is really a black eye here. It's not part of my act. And although Thomas Shanter probably got many black eyes from his wife Kate, I am pleased to say this was not given to me by my wife. Anyway, Thomas Shanter is Burns' greatest long poems, and I'm sure you'll immediately recognize it was written in octosyllabic couplets, and there's lots of them. It takes about 20 minutes to get through it. I'm sure you're all familiar with the story, but for those who are here taking this course for credit, I'll just run through the scenario briefly. When Burns lived in Alloway, there was a neighbouring farmer called Graham Douglas, lived over at Shanter Farm, and if you watch the Golf Channel, you'll see the British Open is often played at the Turnberry Golf Course. Shanter Farm is still in operation today, about a mile from the great Turnberry Hotel and the golf course. Anyway, the character there, Graham Douglas, lived in the farm in Burns' day, but he was always getting drunk. He'd go into Ayr to market, but he'd stay there and get drunk, and he was so afraid of his wife, he said he would rather get totally drunk and go home, and he had no fear of her, okay? She was always telling him that if he didn't stop his drinking and wild ways, he was going to end up either drowned in the River Doon, which he had to cross coming home from Ayr down to Shanter Farm, or he'd be catched by warlocks and witches who haunted the old churchyard at Kirk Alloway. So Tam ignores his wife's advice, unfortunately. One night he stays too long after market in Ayr. He gets on his horse, totally blind drunk, and a wild storm blowing outside. He gallops across the river, crosses the Doon, and is going through the woods, passing Kirk Alloway. He sees there's lights coming out from within the ruined church. There's a big downpour of rain. There's no roof in this place and no windows in the church, but here are witches and warlocks dancing. The music is played by the devil in the shape of a big black dog playing the bagpipes. As long as he plays the pipes, the witches and warlocks continue dancing. But there's several female characters in the poem. One is his... Where's my horse gone? Here it is. Yeah. Tam had a grey mare, Meg. This is Meg here. Sometimes in the poem she's Meg, sometimes Maggie. Okay? Maggie has more sense than Tam, and she ends up saving his life. The other female in the poem is the witch Nanny, or Nan, but she's also known as the Cutty Sark. She's gone down in history as the Cutty Sark. In fact, Cutty Sark whiskey has been named after her. You'll see there's a clipper ship on her, and here's a painting of the Cutty Sark clipper ship that was built on the River Clyde. In the poem, Nanny, the Cutty Sark, the witch, was the fastest witch of all of the witches who were chasing Tam, and so they named this ship after her. And it so happened that this Clyde-built clipper ship was the fastest in her day. She outran every other vessel of her type. Now, you may be wondering what a Cutty Sark is, and I happen to have some ladies' garments here. And no, that's not one. That's not a cut. No, yeah, this is a Cutty Sark here. I'm not sure how it was on. I think this is a Cutty Sark. So, amongst the old ugly witches dancing with the wizard that Tam sees, there's one pretty young witch wearing a little short Cutty Sark. Cutty is short and Sark is a little garment like this, okay? So in the poem, Tam sees this witch called the Cutty Sark, and he cries out, "You've done, Cutty Sark!" Instantly his presence is discovered. The witches and warlocks chase him. And if he can cross the Brig o' Doon, he'll be safe, because witches and warlocks cannot cross running water, as you all well know. If he can get over the bridge, he'll be safe. And I'm not going to tell you the ending right now, but it's a very, very exciting tale. So here is Thomas Shanter's Tam Shanter. When Chapman Billy's leave the street and drouthy neighbours meet, as market days are wearing late and folk begin to tap the gate, while we sit boozing at the nappy, getting fou and unca happy, we think no on their long Scots miles, the water's mossy slaps and stiles that lie between us and our hame, where sits our sullen, sulky dame, gathering her brows like gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth found honest Tam o' Shanter ae night as he frae air did canter. Oh dear, when ne'er a town surpasses for honest men and bonny lasses. Ah, Tam, hadst thou been but sae wise as ta'en your own wife Kate's advice, she told thee weel thou was a skellum, a blethering, blustering, drunken blellum, that frae November till October, a market day thou wasna sober, that ilka melder with a miller, ye sat as long as ye had siller, that every nag that had a shoe on, the smithing, he got roan flew on. And at the Lord's house, even on Sunday, you drank with kids and jeans till Monday. She prophesied that later soon thou would be found deep drowned in Doon, or catch we warlocks in the mirk by Alloway's old haunted kirk. Oh, gentle dams, it doth me greet to think how mony counsel sweet, how mony lengthened sage advises, the husband frae the wife despises. But to our tale, a market night, Tam got planted unto right. Fast by an ingle bleezing finely, wi' reaming swatch that drank divinely. And by his elbow, Suitor Johnny, his ancient, trusty, drouthy crony. Tam lewed him like a very brother. They had been fou for weeks together. The night grew on wi' sound and clatter, and aye, the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, wi' secret favours, sweet and precious. The suitor told his queerest tales, the landlord's laugh was ready chorus. The storm was dark by rare and rustle. Tam didn't mind the storm of whistle. Even Care, mad to see a man so happy, drowned himself among the nappy. As bees flee hame with later treasure, the minutes winged their way with pleasure. But kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, o'er all the ills of life victorious. But pleasures like the poppy spread, you seize the flower, the bloom is shed, or like the snowfall in the river, a moment white, then melts forever, or like the borealis race that flits till ye can point its place, or like the rainbow's lovely form, vanishing amid the storm. Nae man can tell or time nor tide, the hour approaches Tam on ride. That dreary hour, Tam mounts his beast in, and sick a night as taps the road in. The storm blew as 'twould blown its last, the rattling showers rose on the blast, the speedy gleams the darkness swallowed, long, deep, and loud the thunder bellowed. That night a child could understand, the deil had business on his hand. Wheel mounted on his grey mare Meg, a better never lifted leg, Tam skelped on through dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, whilst crooning o'er some old Scots sonnet, whilst glowering round with prudent cares, lest vogels catch him unawares. Kirkalloway was drawing nigh, where night lay gace and howlets cry. By now he was across the ford, wherein the snow the chapman smoored, and past the birks and meikle stane, where drunken Charlie brak night's bane, and through the whins and by the cairn, where hunters found the murdered bairn, and near the thorn aboon the well, where Mungo's mother hanged herself. Before him Doon pours all its floods, the doubling storm roars through the woods, the lightning flash frae pole to pole, near and more near the thunder's roll. when suddenly gleaming through the trees, Kirk Alloway seemed in a blaze. Through ilka bowers beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspiring old John Barleycorn, what dangers canst thou make us scorn? We tuppenny, we face the evil, with Huskaba we'll face the devil. The swat said him the Tammy's noddle, he cardna deals a bottle. But Maggie stood right fair astonished, until by Heward hand admonished, he ventured forward on the light, and wow! Tam saw an unca sight. Witches and warlocks in a dance, nae cotillion bred new from France, but hornpipes, tricks, strathspey and reels put life and metal in their heels. A winnock bunker in the east, there sat all that kin shape of east. A towsy type, black, grim and large, to give them music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and gart them skittle, till roof and rafters added diddle. Coffins stood round like open presses, and showed the dead in their last dresses, and by some devilish cantrip sleight, and each cold hand they held a light, by which Tam was able to see upon the hilly table a murderer's banes in gibbet airns, twa span long, wee unchristened bairns. A thief new cutted frae the rape, we heaves less that his gape did gape. A knife, five tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted. A knife a father's throat had mangled, a garter that a babe had strangled, whose ain son o life bereft, grey hairs yet stuck to its heft, and mair of horrible and awful, which e'en to name would be unlawful. As Tammy stood amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They set the reel, they cast a clicket, till ilka carl and slarted naked, and cast her Benny's play the war, and linked it at it in her thigh. Now, Tam, had they been queens, all plump and strapping in their teens, these breeds of mine, my only pair, which ends were plush with good blue hair, I would have given them off my hurdies for a glimpse of them bonny birdies. But withered beldams, old and droll, woody hags with spinal fold, louting and flinging on a crommer, the wonder did not turn my stomach. But Tam kent what was through brawly. That night a winsome wench and Wally had enlisted in the corps, lang after kenned on Carrick's shore. For there, mony a beast to dead she shot. Yeah. Mony a beast to... Mony a beast to dead she shot. And perished mony a bonny boat. And shook faith nickel, corn and bear, and kept the countryside in fear. Harcutty sark, o Paisley Harden, while as a lassie she had worn, though in longitude was sorely scanty. It was her best, and she was wanty. Ah, little kenned her reverend granny, that sark she copped for her wee nanny, with 12 pund Scots was all her riches, would e'er a grace the dance o' witches. But here my muse maun wing her tour. Such flights are far beyond our power to sing how Nanny Latin flang, a supple jade she wasn't strang, how Tam stood like in bewitched and thought his very e'en enriched. Even Satan glowered and hitched through fame, and hodged and blew he might and main, First they caper, sign another till Tam tint his reason out together and cried out, "Well done, Cutty Sark!" And in an instant all was dark. As bees bizz out with angry fight, when plundering herds assail their bite, as open pussy's mortal foes when off she starts before their nose, as catch the thief resounds aloud, as eager runs the market crowd, so Maggie runs the witch's hall, with money and eldritch shriek and hollow. Ah, Tam, they'll get thy faring, and hell they'll roast thee like a herring. In vain thy Kate awaits thy coming, thy Kate soon will be a wolf woman. Now do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and win the keystone o' the brig, for there, thou at them thy tail may toss, a running stream they darena cross. But ere the faint a tail could shake, Nanny, far before the rest, hard upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle, but was she Maggie's mettle. A leap bore off her master hail, but left behind her ain grey tail. The carlin caught her by the rump, and left poor Maggie scarce a stump. Oh, yes. Now, while this tale of truth shall read, ilk man and mother son take heed, that when to drink you are inclined, or Cutty Sark run in your mind, think ere ye buy the joys o'er dear, remember Tam Shanter's mare.